Now the thing about this coat is, it's also multi-purpose. Like you don't just have to use it for hunting. Like say you see these pockets right here. Say you do use it for hunting. We got these little pockets right here where you can put like a bullet or like the eye of some prey that you've hunted, or like retinas, or a small lock of hair, like a small lock of human hair, like a small lock of underage human blonde hair. And what's going on? What's going on with you?
Human teeth?
Oh yeah, you could put teeth in here, human teeth, like baby teeth, like from an infant, and you could put like batteries, or like a condom if it was small enough, and you know, like a pinky, you know, you could put a pinky in here, or you know, like you could put a small pocket knife, or fingernail clippers, or fingernails, you know. You can put anything in here. But we got a little baby pocket back here where you could just put a baby right inside the pocket and carry it around like a little Joey inside of a kangaroo. Now, the good thing about this cat right here is sometimes he has little temper tantrums, and he likes to fight gravity. I don't know what it is, but like gravity just pisses him off. And so like when the intense weight of his belly due to mass, which is caused by gravitational pull, sometimes when you flop him over, it presses his back down and causes him to not be able to get up. So what the thing that he does here is he attempts to roll over. It doesn't always work though, as you can see. He's very quick to give up. So yeah, 9 easy payments in 1995.
Tiny Big Bass. Tiny Big Bass. Tiny Big Bass.
Okay, so when I was a little kid, for some odd reason I like to wear parachute pants. It's not that parachute pants were so fucking awesome, because you know, when I was a kid, parachute pants had already seen their day. They were already out of popularity. You know, it wasn't really a trend anymore. But Mom and Dad were, well, let's just face it, they were cheap as shit. So parachute pants were cheap as shit, and because they were cheap as shit and the parachute pants were cheap as shit, they decided to buy a shitload of parachute pants. Screw me, but you know, what can you do? It's the past. So they bought me a shitload of parachute pants. Now the thing about parachute pants that I learned is you can't walk through a wooded area or like tall grass at all for like 10 seconds at a time, or you're gonna rip the shit. And so I couldn't help but think to myself, is this what we're making parachutes out of? I mean, you know, if I'm plummeting from an airplane at terminal velocity, and this material is the only thing standing in between me and a horribly agonizing, suddenly instant death, I just don't know if this is the string I want to be tugging on. You know, I don't understand hopscotch.
No, but I heard they're starting to make a board game out of it.
They're making a board game out of hopscotch.
Yeah.
How do you turn hopscotch into a board game?
Dude, it was on TV, don't you remember?
I don't understand what...
I was saying, I'm fucking around, Jesus Christ, David. I'm sitting here shaking my head saying, yeah. You're like, what the fuck, man, a board game?
I don't know what you mean by this right here. You're all like, yeah, I thought you just put Riri for a minute, man. I thought it was just like too much coffee. All the caffeine hit you at once. That shit was pretty strong. It tasted like cyanide.
That only happens 3 times a day. This would be the 4th time. It doesn't happen, kid.
My eye just twitched out of sheer stupidity. Why are you looking at me like that?
Why are you sitting there staring at me?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Why? Are you?
Look at me.
that?
I don't know why, man. I just don't even know why.
It took a lot of energy. Yeah! What if somebody yawned like that all the time?
That's my ass off. Damn.
Just yawn like that in the middle of a really melodramatic conversation. Just like, the other day, I was sitting in my car. This guy comes up, he knocks on my window. I roll down the window, and he looks at me and he goes, "You know how fast you were going?" I was like, "I was going pretty fast. The speedometer was doing this. I don't know why it does this. It doesn't make any sense to me." So yeah, I was telling him about that. I was like, it was bouncing pretty much back and forth in between like 80 and 120. So I'm not exactly sure how fast I was going. No, sir, officer. But I know it was pretty fucking fast. The telephone poles were like a picket fence. So yeah. So this guy, you know, he's talking to me. He's like, "I'm gonna write you a ticket." And so I was like, "You gonna write me a ticket, man? Why would you write me a ticket? Doesn't make any sense." I don't know, but for some odd reason I feel awesome when I do that.
You on like that? I don't even know, man.
I feel like aliens gonna pop out my stomach. Sucks! You have a face. It's connected to your head. You have a fat head and a small face, like Newt Gingrich. You ever notice that Newt Gingrich just looks like the retired Gerber baby?
He is a retired Gerber baby. He's making a wealthy ass paycheck, man.
Like you just look at his face. You just look at his face. Tell me you can't imagine Newt Gingrich just breaking out in the middle of a conversation, you know, talking about, "Yeah, I think we should bomb Iraq."
Yeah. And this is why you do not snort cold.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I have a big fat pussy! It's hairy! It makes weird noises! Yes, $29.99. The price has jumped due to inflation.
America.
Fuck yeah! Coming in to save the motherfucking day, yeah! America!
Fuck yeah.
So lick my butt and suck on my balls!
Shit.
I have a bush! It's cold. Icy even. But it's wet. It's always wet.
You got a cold, wet bush?
And it tastes good.
Whoa.
And if you lick the rim enough, you'll get lightheaded. It smells horrible though. After you consume it, you don't want to burp in anybody's face. They're all like, "Yeah, man, this smells like it's not good for you, like it'll eat up your liver or something." I'm like, "Man, it's bush. I was consuming bush earlier." You know, I wonder if there was any dumbasses that literally got tricked when Bush ran for president. People walking around with t-shirts and shit going, "Vote for Bush!" There's one random fat guy with a beer hat, fully loaded. He's like, "I'm voting for Bush! Yeah! Loves Mason Bush! Yeah! You'll never have dinner at the Y without some Bush. You always go get you some Bush. And some beer. You get you some beer, and then with the beer, you coax some whore into giving you some Bush. Yeah, voting for Bush." See, we got retarded in stages. You know, like first we got tricked into retardation with Bush, and then we had stepped up the whole new level, and we were now prepared to do something completely retarded with no provocation of any sort. You know, they just literally put a motherfucker in front of a nation built on the principles of the United States of America.
Fuck yeah.
And this motherfucker gets up in front, turns his back on the pledge of allegiance to the country that he intends to run. And everybody was like, "That's okay." And then the motherfucker's like, his name. His fucking name, man. His name. The man is one letter away from being named after not one, but two fucking terrorists. Were we all fucking smashed throughout the entire election? What